Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to talk about another topic related to select tag or select element in HTML. Prior to this session, we have already discussed various other topics related to select and other basic HTML element. So if you have not watched those sessions, then firstly I would like to recommend you to please go and check out those sessions first, because these all sessions are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be very easy for you to understand the ongoing topic. Because for time being, we are just focusing on the select statement, and we will see how we can use OPT group tag with select statement. So mainly in this session, we will see why do we need OPT group tag, what would happen if we don't use it, and if we use it. So we should know about the difference, like what is the benefit of using OPT group tag. Also, we will write the code from the scratch, and at the end we will see the difference between the output when we are not using OPT group and when we are using OPT group. Okay, those who are a bit familiar with the UI part, so for them, I just want to give one hint that in this session we are going to see how we can categorize the options that we are providing in a drop down list. Okay, so when you want to give a particular category to some of the options, then in that case you can utilize this OPT group. Okay, so as I mentioned, we are going to proceed in the same way. Firstly, we will write the code from scratch, then we will see the output, and then we will verify the things. Okay, and for today there is one question for all of you. The question is how to select multiple values using select in HTML form. So for this question, please do share your knowledge in the comment section so that others can learn from it. And in case if you don't know the answer, then no problem, you can refer one of our previous session where we have already discussed this thing. So it will give you the clarity, and then you can share your knowledge in the comment section, because those who will share the consistent correct answer will be spotlighted in our upcoming session. Okay, so yeah, I think now we are good to start with the code. So let's start, and here you can see I have just noted down the basic HTML code where I have just created one heading where it is written HTML by Sharmit. So let's save it and refresh your browser. So now you can see it is showing me this text which is HTML by Sharmit. As we are learning everything in terms of form, so today also we are going to create one form, but before that let's put one heading here, or it's okay, like we can start form first and then we will write the heading. So to create a form, we will just open the form tag, and then we will add one button to it. Why do we need button? Because for every form to submit the data, yes, we do need button. So here in this case, I'll create the button with the name button, and then we will specify the type here. So in type, we will again put the submit type, and then we are good to save it. Just save the code, refresh your browser, and you will see the output is HTML by Sharmit. And this one button is also there. Right now, if I click on this button, it will do nothing. Why? Because we have not specified the action. So let's specify the action first. So here I will specify the action as tspgm10. Now what this tspgm10 will do? Whenever user click on this submit button, it will collect all the data from the field, from the page. Although like so far we have not created any input field, but if there is any input field, it will collect the data from that input field, and then it will submit that data to this form or this page which is tspgm10. This is nothing but a HTML page which we have already created. Fine. Alright. So let's start with further things. And here I'll create one heading first. So I'll write H2, and heading would be select with OPT group. Okay. So this is the heading, and we can also write in HTML forms. Remember one thing, we are learning the things in terms of form, but it doesn't mean that you can only use it with forms. You can use outside the forms as well. Yes, there are some keywords that are supposed only to use in the form, but not all the keywords are for forms. Okay, so it's a kind of assignment for you, like you can figure it out, like what are the keywords that are only supported for the forms and others which we can use outside the form as well. Okay, so we can see this is ready. The heading is coming like this: select with OPT group in HTML form. Now later on what we will do, we will create one select statement, or you can say select tag, and in this select we will firstly give this name to the select. So I'll give name browsers. Okay, so I'll give the name as browsers. So we are going to create a browser list. Okay, browser drop down. So here in this option I will start first OPT group. So I'll write like this: OPT group, and in this OPT group we will give the label. So let's give label. Now what is label? Label will help us to tag the name to this category. So we will give the name as popular browser. Okay, popular browsers. After that we will create our options. So it's time to create use option tag. Don't get confused between OPT group and option. OPT group is mainly used for categorizing the thing, and option is mainly used to provide the actual value. So here first value I will put Google Chrome, and in option I'll put value Google Chrome. Okay, so we are ready with this thing. Now we will add another option. In another option we will write option again to provide the value. So option, and here also I will put the value name as, for example, we are going to use Firefox as a popular browser. Then we can put value, and here I will write Firefox. So make sure to provide the value whenever it is needed, and in fact it is needed for all options. Okay, otherwise it will not capture your correct data. So we are ready with two options and one OPT group. So let's save this code and refresh your browser. So once you refresh your browser and click on this drop down button, you will see these two options are coming as a category. They are now categorized, and the category is popular browsers. So in popular browsers there are two browsers that we have stored for now, which is Google Chrome and Firefox. You can add more browser if you want to keep it in under this popular browser category. Now some of you might be thinking, like, is there any way to add another category? Yes, we have. We can use the same OPT group again. So here I'll write OPT group, and in this OPT group we will assign some name to it. So let's add name. Sorry, not name. We will use label here. Okay, for OPT group we will use label, and in this label I will write other browsers. Okay, so first category is popular browser and the second one is other browser. So for these other browsers let's add options. So here I will write Opera. The first browser is Opera, and then here we can put the value. The value would be Opera itself. So we can simply write here Opera, and we are ready with the second category first value, which is Opera browser. Now for the next one, what we can do, we can put another option. So I'll put like this here only, and the option name would be for example we can go with Edge browser. Okay, and then value would be Edge itself. Okay, so we are ready with this thing. Now you can save this code and refresh your browser, and once you click on this drop down, you will see there are two categories now. First one is popular browsers, which is showing two browser name, Google Chrome and Firefox, and the second category is other browser, which is showing two other browser, which is Opera and Edge. Okay, so this is how we can categorize the thing in HTML forms, especially for the select statement or select tag or select element. Okay, so I hope now the things is clear that how we can utilize the select with OPT group in order to create a drop down menu in a categorized way. Now other things would work same, like if I select Google Chrome and click on submit, it will take my data to browser, and you can see as we are not specifying any specific method, by default method is get method, so it is showing me the data in this browser URL itself. So browsers are Google Chrome. Okay, likewise if you select any other option, it will go with in that way. Browser is Opera. Okay, so I hope today's session is clear to all of you. And now I request you to please do share your knowledge in the comment section for this question. It would help you as well as others as well. Okay, so yeah, that's all for today. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.